Gonzaga Nation SI on the Gonzaga Nation Media Network. We've got a recap of Chet Holmgren's professional debut. Granted, it's only Summer League, but wow, pretty darn impressive performance. 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 block shots in a runaway victory for Oklahoma City over the Utah Jazz in the Summer League taking place in Salt Lake City. They play tonight on ESPN2 against Memphis. If you didn't get a chance to watch the game last night, I watched most of it. Then I went back and watched the highlights and kind of tracked some things on social media. And, some people are asking, where was that at Gonzaga? Some people were asking or saying, well, that's only the first night. Well, you got to take both comments with a grain of salt. I do think Coach Few is going to be the only player to hold Chet Holmgren under, I think, 14 and a half points that he averaged last year. Will be the only coach to hold Chet Holmgren under 15 points per game, similar to what they a lot of times said about Michael Jordan being held under 20 points per game by Dean Smith at North Carolina. But that's not the point. That's maybe a little bit of a over exaggeration. And if you're listening to this, you want to make a comment, don't jump on the bandwagon and just go crazy with that comment. The reason I make that statement even is basically to say that Gonzaga is so loaded at the college level and their culture is so good and their philosophy and what they're trying to do on the offensive end is so refined that he didn't need to go do extras. And he didn't try to go do extras last night. He let the game come to him, and he made plays when the game presented itself. Now, the NBA game is 48 minutes as opposed to 40. The quicker shot clock, 24 versus 30, so there's more possessions. There's more space. Plus, as the number 2 pick in the draft, you're going to be spotlighted in summer league, so you can really kind of get your feet wet and get comfortable and see how you play in space, how you play against that at length and athleticism. And I thought he was tremendous, to stay on that. Gonzaga, obviously, they've got a philosophy that they try to stick to on the offensive end. It's a very team-oriented style, similar to what you're going to see in Europe a lot of times, with the focus of getting the ball on the interior. And when you have a guy like Drew Timme, why would you not continue to throw the ball on the interior? Chet Holmgren showed his willingness and his basketball IQ a season ago of not to try to overly exert himself into every single game. There were games he did it 100%, and there were games that he understood Drew Timme had it rolling. Let's keep going there. He is, from what I saw last year and then what I saw in clips last night, he's a tremendous team guy. You see it again after the game where he doesn't want it to be about him, even though it should have been all about him after the first game with the performance he had. He wanted to bring teammates around for the media session. So all in all, tremendous first night by Chet Holmgren. Again, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 blocks. He made plays in space. He couple plays that really stood out to me as far as scoring the basketball. A spin move, an attack off the dribble to a spin move to a Dirk fadeaway. That clip was shown over and over again on social media. People were making comments about Dirk. Tremendous play. It shows you a skill set. I think that's something that he can grow into. Dirk didn't have great handles coming into the league. Chet's handles are probably better. Dirk didn't have the physicality coming into the league that people are saying Chet doesn't have. So you got to find ways to utilize your skill set. And one of it is drive the defense back, spin, create space. And then that fadeaway where that knee kicks up, it creates more space from the defender because they don't want to get crowded and get knocked with that knee. So that was a play that stuck out to me. Another one was pushing in transition, kind of stopping quickly behind the back, right to left, and then shooting a pull-up 3 in transition. We saw that on occasion at Gonzaga last year, where I thought Chet could have done it even more, was transition pull-up 3s. Such a weapon as a shooter, whether you're a point guard or a big like Chet is pushing it in transition, you get the defense back on their heels, and then you raise up at the 3-point line. He showed it last year. I think that's going to become a staple of his at the next level. Not too many 4s and 5s are used to picking up the ball handler way up top at the point of attack above the 3-point line, and then being able to slide, stop, and then contest. So I think that's going to be a big 3-point shot of emphasis for him over the course of the season as well as his career. And then a couple other plays that really caught my eye. Defensively, with the 6 blocks, he blocked Coburn, who has him by a good 75, 80 pounds. And then he blocked a 7'6" Taco Fall on the interior. 2 other plays that caught my mind. Those were block shots that we're talking about, but 2 plays caught my mind as well. Coburn tried to physically attack him early, and maybe on one occasion I can remember where Coburn really kind of got the best of him. Chet was a little off balance, kind of got banged in the midsection and thrown back a little bit. That's going to happen on occasion, but what you saw was popped right up and went after the next play. I think Chet is one of the best examples that I've seen of a next play guy. Something negative happens, whether he gets scored on or he gets fouled or he makes a foul or he gets put in a bad position. He just moves on to the next play. And I think that's such a unbelievable attribute for a young player with such high expectations is the willingness to I don't care if I get scored on. I don't care if I foul. I'm just going to move on to the next play. I'm going to make something good happen on that next possession. So I thought that was great. The other one that caught my eye was Jalen Williams, the Santa Clara early entrant to the NBA draft. Those two seem to work really well together. There was an opportunity where Holmgren was kind of handling it in space and Williams back cut, and it was an unbelievable pass. I mean, I don't know how many 7-footers in the NBA right now currently can make the pass that Holmgren made to Jalen Williams. Quickly thinking off the top of my head, Kevin Durant, that's probably it as far as being able to handle it, see it, and then deliver a pass like that. There are other guys that can make that play in the league. There's many of them. They're more in the 6'6" to 6'8" range, or you're a point guard, where Chet was 7 foot, making that play with the handle in space, getting the defense off balance, the vision to see it and then deliver it. Pretty darn impressive. So all in all, unbelievable first night for Chet Holmgren in Summer League. Setting the expectations in the bar extremely high. You've kind of flip around channels today, whether it's First Take, whether it's ESPN, Fox Sports, whatever. People are excited, but you're also going to see some people say, well, that was just one game. 100%. And I think Chet Holmgren understands it. And that's one of the reasons he went to Gonzaga, is to understand the process of building a career, of building a team. And I think that's going to pay dividends in the long haul for Chet Holmgren at the next level. So great first night. The fun thing is with the NBA Summer League, games come back to back furiously. So they play tonight against Memphis. If you get a chance, check it out on ESPN2. And then the following night on the 7th, they will play Philadelphia. So looking forward to continuing to follow the Zags in Summer League. For Gonzaga Nation SI, I'm Dan Dickau. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and review. Leave a comment on the Gonzaga Nation Media Network.